Alter Ego just got swamped last game. I wouldn't say that they just got completely destroyed or anything. They did have the early game, and they were even able to make some nice plays. They just kind of whiffed and made some rough plays during the Lord time. So I think this time what they need to do is approach the Lord in a different situation. If they do get an advantage, don't overkill. Take a step back, take a breath, evaluate the situation, and make your next play correctly.
Oh wow, this is a very aggressive movement from Alter Ego already in the early stage. They actually cancel out the regeneration as well, so Destiny, he's forced to back away. And Meta, they actually decide, they opt to go for the response by just going to the bottom side, so they're gonna actually lose out on the mid lane pressure once again. So Alter Ego didn't lose anything by making that play happen, and Meta didn't really punish Alter Ego for roaming that early in the game, so it's just really worth it right now for Alter Ego, especially for Milk in that gold lane, who's able to get, I think Destiny wasn't able to get the gold minion.
Yeah, not only that, so Alter Ego once again keeping some fast rotations. Last time, of course, they had the Fanny, so that was why we see the fast rotations. But even with this Terizla as a roam, they seem to be wanting to move around, and they're focusing on this gold lane. Once again, they want to try to set Destiny back a little bit. Annie and Keep, you know, having a bit of an endless battle here, nothing too major. Down in the bottom lane might be a little bit of action. Paquito, 2EZ4, trying to steal this camp away. So both teams kind of clashing it out right now. I do like the way Meta, I feel like Meta's been a bit more aggressive in the early game than what we saw last time. Kind of answering back to these early rotations that Alter Ego's trying to make, saying, no, this time you're not going to just go anywhere you want. We're going to meet you where you want to meet.
So far in the early stage though, it is very similar to game number 1. It is still Alter Ego who are controlling the map, getting that neutral objective, but yeah, there you go, Meta. Oh my god, and he just flickers forward, gets the onward there, gets the Earth Shatter, will be able to pick up the first blood as gmail.com with the Terizla roam and the sprint is able to find one trade. That is still worth it for Alter Ego. They got the objective, they got a 1-for-1, and they get Mikasa. Of all the heroes there, they got the mid laner. This will give Kobsky so much time once again to stack into that mid lane.
Yeah, and we already saw Mikasa kind of falling behind in the mid lane earlier when that rotation happened, trying to clean up these minions as it comes towards her instead of being ahead in the rotation. So Alter Ego seem like they have a very solid early game in game 2. Like you said, controlling the map, keeping it up. But Meta seems to be okay with that, even in game 2. I think as long as they can, wait for that time, kind of like what we saw in game 1, because they did. Penalty zone coming in on a 6 here. He does flicker out, able to get away, but Melk does not want to let that happen. Melk will go down. A nice play from them.
Yeah, this is just why Terizla feels so strong right now, right? The base damage from his abilities is just so insane. He also has that crazy engage potential with the ultimate. So right now they're looking for collapse again into that bottom lane. Mikasa, Mystic Field onto 3 members, and look at the collapse. How gets the knockout strike, and the damage comes through. Meta, such very good patience there from How to just wait it out, waiting for Mikasa to get there to punish them.
And this is what we keep seeing from Meta, right? They're patient. That's what I can really give them in these past 2 games. They know to wait for the moment to strike off cam. Azen will go down. Another beautiful pick from 6. I'm guessing we saw a 6 locking him up possibly, and 2EZ4How coming in with a knockout punch. So Meta waiting for the moment to strike and finding it every single time throughout game 1. Game 2, Gold now getting to about even. So as we creep into this mid game, Meta once again finding their spike.
This is, literally playing exactly the same as game number 1, right? Alter Ego with the initial neutral objective control. They lose out on 1 skirmish, and instantly Meta, they just recover from it. They get control, and now look at this. The Terizla goes in with a sprint, and he will be punished instantly. The Dawning Light, Annie with the ultimate, everyone just dealing out so much damage, and Alter Ego can't really withstand it right now. I don't know. Did the Terizla go for the Bloodlust Axe like we mentioned, because they were pretty, ahead in the early stage? Because it feels like he's really squishy right now.
Yeah, taking a little bit too much damage. And again, the Paquito is doing pretty well right now. 2EZ4How will be, he's 2-0-3, so you're going to have to be careful. He's got the War Axe locked in. Terizla is going for Bloodlust Axe and hasn't even picked up any takey item other than those boots. So maybe they felt like they could keep up that early game that they had last time. But the problem is with that, you've now taken 2 deaths on gmail.com, right? And now he is very far behind, and he cannot be that frontline engager, not for a while at least.
Yeah, it's just going to be very, very tough here. That's going to be the engage once again from Hao, dishing out damage onto Gmail, who goes in for a little bit more. Sanguine Claws connecting onto Destiny, pulling him back towards the bad impact. But Meta, they are able to back away. Alter Ego don't commit into that fight. Hao still waiting in that bush, looking for to deal more damage onto Aizen. But both teams, yeah, they're just going back to their lanes, respective lanes. Destiny, respecting the damage, will just recall. He has lost a lot of HP. Not too sure where that came from. Was it the Featrix or maybe perhaps was it Aizen? But yeah, both teams are just looking for skirmishes, and there you go. That's the Mystic Field to catch them out, and that's the kill picked up by Annie. A killing spree. Keep tries to look for compensation, goes in for the Falling Stun Wind, but will be zoned away instead by Annie, who's just massive in this game, and they're looking for more. Mystic Field connecting at will. Mikasa has just been so on point from game 1 to game 2. Meta gets a huge lead here, 7-2 in the scoreboard.
Yeah, 7-2. 1,000 gold lead. Meta now taking a nice lead here. Not only that, but taking some towers on the map. Destiny now going to be able to rotate around a little bit, open up his field. We may see a bit more action coming from him. He hasn't taken a single death yet, which for me, for a gold laner in the early game, as long as you don't take any deaths, you don't really need any kills. Just farm up your items, get ready for the mid game so you can start making some strikes. One thing I got to say that I've noticed, Alter Ego has no real disengage. To whereas we have the Mystic Field from Mikasa, we have Six, who we knew was going to be a problem for Alter Ego this game. If Meta doesn't want to take a fight, they have a lot of possibilities to get away from it. They also have good possibilities to catch Alter Ego. Alter Ego, their only real engage right now is the penalty zone. Yes, you have the Falling Star Moon from Keep, but they're just kind of lacking, I feel, in that mechanic of these team fights.
Yeah, and it really feels like Alter Ego, they kind of want to contest these neutral objectives, but they are kind of hesitant with it, right? You can see it. Keep, he goes in, but the rest of the team were just not on the same page, and now Keep will actually be zoned away, isolated from from the other members on his team. Gmail.com, he goes in 1v4. He doesn't get caught in the Mystic Field, though, and Kopsky is able to find Destiny in the Sanguine Claws, but look at the Eye of Blended, pulling Kopsky back to play. The Dawning Light snipes him, and it's Alter Ego who are actually the ones who are able to pick up a trade in that mid lane, and I think it might be, yeah, I think right now it is worth it for Alter Ego to get a little bit more map pressure back by taking that mid lane turret.
Yeah, but Mikasa taking that death in the early game does not seem to be phasing her. Even early on in that scrim in the bottom, after she took the death, she was still outputting some decent damages. This is the problem with Xavier, right? Now he's already got some core items set in, Clock of Destiny, Lightning Truncheon, and that's really, I mean, at this phase of the game, that right there, we catch you off guard when all of you are grouped up. That Dawning Light is going to do an amazing amount of damage. Milk taking a bit too much. Penalty zone coming in here, Mirko.
Yeah, Six gonna get caught there. Mystic Field again, and the Dawning Light finds another killing spree picked up by Mikasa. He's just dealing out so much damage. He's looking for one more. He will get it. It's a double kill from Mikasa, and man, Mikasa has just been so on point. The Mystic Field, the Dawning Light again, always so efficiently used just to chain in the damage to get the kills.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough for Alter Ego to try to come back from this, right? I mentioned that they'd have no real disengage. They're even at this point with Gmail.com being so squishy, you know, opting for that Bloodlust X Firks. They have no one that can really engage without just getting melted down. He's also so behind on gold right now. Definitely a problem for Alter Ego here right now. And yes, he is a roam, and he's not like 2 behind 6 who's also a roam, but still opting for that Bloodlust may have been a huge problem. Lord is up right now, already down to 50% health. I don't know if Alter Ego wants to contest this.
I feel like it's going to be it's really tough to contest this. They're going to lose out in the fight, but it might actually be Gmail.com turning it around. They get the Sanguine Claws connected there, and they will be able to find Howl. That's the jungler down. That's a big member taken out already. 4v5 now with a 4v4 actually with Keep taken down on the bottom side, but Alter Ego seemed to have the advantage this time around because, again, the jungler was the one who was picked off from Meta.
Yeah, now we're finally seeing a little bit of patience from Alter Ego. Game 1, Alter Ego would have went straight for that Lord, but this time, we even the playing field. You take one, we take one across the map, and now does look like there may be a contestation finally, as Annie is in the back wave, so in the bottom lane, so Alter Ego will have the advantage here.
It's all about Mikasa, how he positions here. He's gonna go in once again. I'm offended onto more and the taunting right as well. They're able to combo it together. They get the double kill from Destiny, and the Lord will fall to the hands of Alter Ego. Mikasa way too aggressive there. Milk punishes him there, but again, it's Meta finding the better team fight on top of Alter Ego, who gets the Lord, the objective. They're the ones who have map pressure.
I'm watching a replay right now. I'm watching a replay. Yeah. Alter Ego gets first Lord. Meta strikes back and takes the advantage over it.
Oh man, that I'm offended. Oh, that was beautiful, man.
Yes.
And the fact that it was comboed in instantly with the Mystic Field, instantly with the Dawning Light, that was just such good coordination coming through. And I mentioned it, right? Just it's all about Mikasa, how he positions in these team fights. And obviously it was 6 with a huge play, but the follow-up coming through was just so massive from Destiny and Mikasa.
Yeah, beautiful plays over. I mean, over the map 6. This Ruby has been coming in clutch as well. Those I'm Offended flickers, stopping all the engages from Alter Ego, doing a wonderful job. Destiny, I mentioned him a lot earlier, but 203, still not a single death. So even if I was trying to argue for Alter Ego's late game, you know, Meta still has a lot of stuff up their sleeves. If this game happens to go into the 20+ minute time, it's gonna definitely be a hard answer. Yes, they have Milk, but Milk is also falling far behind. Meta staying aggressive here up in the top lane.
Yeah, we've seen glimpses of brilliance from Alter Ego's composition, how they were able to pick up Howl in the skirmish earlier before the Lord. But again, oh my goodness, the Mystic Field just connects again, and they're able to find one more. Sanguine Claws, though, bringing them back, and that's going to be Gmail.com, who jumps in with a knockup, finding 2. Milk doing the damage, 6 caught there without the conceal. He's going to have to fall as well. 2 for 1 right now for Alter Ego. Are looking for more. Milk flickers in, gets the shutdown, and picks up a double kill for himself. That's the 3 for 1 trade that we were talking about.
Really lock up these plays, these combos between all of their heroes. But Alter Ego, for the first time, I feel like in the past 2 games, finally landing some combos of their own. Gmail.com seeming a little bit bulkier finally. So I was a little worried about their late game possibilities, but now with the position of how that last team fight went, it does look like there's still a sliver of hope for Alter Ego.
Oh, another pick off here, but it might be 6 who gets time offended. He will be able to pop that out, and it's a bait, actually, for that backline to be targeted by Howl. 6 is the one still targeted. Penalty zone, gonna be popped by Aizen to knock both of these members up, but look at the members who were taken down. It was 6 traded in for Kopsky, and that's a shutdown picked up by Howl. A double kill onto Milk, onto Kopsky, and Gmail.com falls as well. It's a disaster for Alter Ego. They're losing members left, right, and center. It's a 4 for 1 trade. Meta here again with the team fight to pick up the Lord.
Man, it looked so picture perfect for them. You know, they're sitting in this bush, 6 just walks right into them. But the moment that team fight evolved, you see Kopsky kind of fall off to the side. They all split up, and too easy for Hal. Smelt the blood in the water. He knew his job. He moved into that back line and just started picking up kills. Meta, once again, just showing dominance in these team fights, knowing how to make those split decisions. Even when it looks like it's going sour for you, they know how to turn a team fight around, and quickly. That wasn't a long team fight. They were just able to capitalize on a few small mistakes of Alter Ego and take it. Lord, now in the hands of Meta. This could be bad for Alter Ego. Can the game go down with this Lord, Mirko?
Comes down to, honestly, right? Yeah. The base, I feel like it could definitely be an end here for Meta. Oh, and my goodness, Annie ruthless on it. Goes in for the Earth Shadow Flicker combo. He does get Kopsky up, but Kopsky timed that Sanguine Claws almost to perfection, getting out of that combo. It would have been really, really bad for Alter Ego if they did lose Kopsky there. But look at the siege now, coming down. Bottom side and top side, going to be targeted by the Lord and also by Annie. Milk trying to clear it out. 6 looking for the engage once again. Goes in with I'm Offended, finding only Gmail, who is the roamer. He is going to be able to look for the penalty zone once more. He only gets Howl there, but he will be able to burst it down. That's Alter Ego finding one in the siege. Meta looking for more though. Mystic Field again connecting it well onto Aizen. It's actually going to keep him get targeted here. He goes in for the sprint to get out, but he falls. Gmail follows in very shortly there as it is going to be Meta just completely wiping them. Aizen still here to defend with Kovsky as well. The bad impact does a lot, but the Mystic Field will find him. And look at Annie. He's just so objective. He goes in for the base. It's a 2-0 clean sweep.
Meta, really, I mean, definitely a team to keep my eyes on, I feel like. Playing it clean, also even with, you know, the off-brand pick like that Edith, and Annie played it very well. I gotta say, you know, I was a little worried about it at first, and she made it work. I mean, she was aggressive with it, but her teammates were